Welcome back. As we enter the second week of the Minnesota versus Chauvin case, there is so much to unpack. What does this trial represent for the overall state in conversation about policing or conversations about reform or defunding or even abolition? What does the trial mean for a racialized system of justice, the two Americas that we experience on a daily basis? Also, what does it say about our Black communal trauma, what it means to drive or shop or eat or just breathe while being Black? To help us answer those questions and give a deeper analysis about what's going on the ground, I'm joined by New York Times columnist Charles Blow. He's also the host of BNC's brand new 10 p.m. show, Prime with Charles M. Blow. Good to see you, my friend.
Good to see you, and congratulations.
Thank you, Charles. Let's start by talking about not so much the case itself, but some of the trauma that some people are experiencing. You know, by now, the image of Derek Chauvin's knee on George Floyd's neck has been posterized. It's like an image or an homage even to Black trauma. And you talk about vicarious traumatization. Can you say a little bit more about what type of a response trials like this can trigger in us as Black people?
Yes, and there's a researcher from whom I borrow that term. Her name is Monica Williams. And she talks about the ways in which, with the easy availability of imagery like this, whether it be on your phones or social media or on television, that Black people can so identify with the victim that they experience trauma akin to what the victim, him or herself, is experiencing. And because that video of George Floyd in June had been viewed something like 1.5 billion times, that is not even considering how many times it has been seen since then, and including how much footage has been shown during this trial itself, there's massive trauma being transferred to the general public about what happened to Floyd. And it is not only that the officer has his knee on his neck, but what you see in the trial is also a transference of guilt and an expression of powerlessness. Powerlessness by Floyd himself, who begs for his life to no avail, but also powerlessness by the witnesses, who many of whom express regret that there was nothing that they could do. One witness who said he called the police on the police because he didn't know how else to have some power to stop this. One witness who said that she regularly stayed up at night to apologize to Floyd. The fragileness of the economic system, that the clerk said that, you know, he was going to be docked $20 if he took that $20 bill, and had to debate over and over whether or not he was going to say something about it. And when he did, he regretted having done so, even though it was going to be docked out of his pay, and that might have meant something to him. You know, all of that's happening simultaneously and shocking, I believe, the American system, but also Black people in particular.